That's not good at all. Oh my goodness. Armor is a great game. Oh, and it's gone. My only form of transport from here into my base. In flames. But I did get stuck on that hill and I did try and flip it, but obviously that's not the best ideal way to do things. Oh my goodness. Someone's abandoned safe? Oh, that's got nothing in it. Oh, 50,000 coins and a safe. Yeah. That's pretty good. That actually tells you that it's an abandoned safe. Then you just enter the code. Now I'm going to use this to buy a new helicopter. This is things you find in DayZ is very profitable. I think I can actually remove this. It's been a long day. Finally finished making all the walls, and I should be good to finish off the base now and close it all up before someone does break in. It's taken me quite a while. I think I've gone through 40 liters of gas fuel to actually craft all these materials. At the moment, that's what I've gone through, because I might need a bit more. Although there is a base limit to around 200 items. I'm hoping that I can expand this base like another level, hopefully. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. But there is 2 walls that do have gaps in them, so I'm going to have to put a wall in there, or I could just put a third wall and just rotate it around, because you can use vectors and all that to flip it and rotate it to certain degrees. So I can just fill that up. So with this third wall, this is my bag. Yeah. Take it out of my backpack and I can just do this, and then I can sort of put the vectors up and I can rotate it left. There we go, and then I can just pretty much just move it there. But I could rotate it degrees as if I wanted to as well. But at the moment I don't need to, because you can just like sort of rotate it like that. It's rotating 6.25 actually. Yeah, we'll just go 90. I'm not sure if it's working on this server, but usually it just starts rotating it. So it sort of spins, but I guess this isn't. Like, instead of going like that, it would slowly rotate around, but I guess not. And it can sort of go on an angle as well. If I just put, I'm going to rotate it around so it matches the inside of the base. Probably leave it at that level, because I'm going to be putting tank traps below here, just to make it look like it's actually on the water instead of it just floating above it. Because at the moment it's not looking too realistic. So I'm just going to use wide fencing to do that. And then I've got another gap over there. But this is happening because of these floors. They're not all square like metal floors are. That's the only downside. And this here is basically just going to be the entrance for the boat. I should have enough floors here. Just lock that again. There we go. I've got to be facing this way, otherwise these floors will be messed up. Because I think the only way they could have misrotated was by me placing it whilst looking this way. Or of course a snap messing up and I have to Q or E it over to turn it around to match the other floor. I can face either way, it's just the floors that are the only problem. It's going to be facing either backwards or forwards, not left or right. When I rotate it around, sometimes it doesn't fully match up. That looks fine, because it's wood, there's always going to be gaps in it. It's not going to be completely connected to everything. As you can see there, see a little airway. Because that's this rotating around when it snaps onto that floor. Which is unfortunate, but it'll be fine, it's not that big of a deal. Because I can easily just make another floor or something, or just rotate a wall or something. So I think third wall is probably the cheapest option for me to do, if I do happen to run into that. Only 2 more roofs left. I'm just going to leave this floor just empty, of course, because it's going to be like a docking bay. for a PBX or something, because it's such a small, fast boat. Somehow I'm going to have to import from the sea all the way over here to this little lake area. Although I'm looking at having to buy quite an expensive helicopter to transport it. I think it's going to cost me around 150,000 coins, which I do have, but it's just going to be quite costly. But it will be worth it. And I'll just have to park it somewhere that's obviously not on these wooden floors. So I'll have to wait till I get metal floors to actually place the helicopter on. I think that should be fine. Yeah, it looks level. No gaps or anything. I think there is 3 or 4 sections now that have gaps in the roof. Actually, is that? No, that's not okay, that's fine. What I'm going to do here is sort of make, with these garages, sort of make like an entrance. So it can either be from the right or the left. So I'm going to have stairs down here, and then of course the entrance will be over there. But I can do this whilst I'm swimming, but I just can't build them while I'm swimming. I can open it while I'm swimming, okay, this is going to be a bit hard to do. With the snapping, you sort of just leave it like that, and then put it forwards, and then I can just leave it again, just by pressing F. So just leave it stationary. And just lower it. I just don't want it to be too low, otherwise the boat won't fit through, of course. It's a small one, so it doesn't need much room. Just make sure everything's leveled up. I can check it this way as well. Yeah, that's probably a bit too far over. Yeah, I'll have to move to the... Oh no, that could be right, because I will be putting a floor down. And they could block off that gap. Just in case, on the right hand side, I'll just move it across slightly. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. Then a boat should be able to fit through that. Because I just want to make it too high, otherwise it'll just look ridiculous. I reckon that height's fine. That should be fine. Actually, that's probably too big. Problems with base building. You use so much effort only for it to not work out. Which is a lot better now that there's actually snapping, so you don't have to do this method. But I'm just doing it because I obviously need to, because you can't really snap it onto nothing. Because that was just too high, but it looked quite ridiculous. Surprised I haven't got killed yet, because this has been open for quite a while, quite a few resets as well. It's done well. Yeah, they could probably come back a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Better to be more inwards than outwards, otherwise there'll be a gap when I put the roof on. Which I definitely will need for this. Probably better if I just lay down. Just to measure how high it should be. Because thinking it might be reasonably, it should be reasonably low, but obviously it can't be that low, otherwise the boat won't fit through. But I've got to keep in mind that my character will fit through as well, as it'll just fall off the boat and the boat will just go straight into the base, or actually go underneath it, and then get completely stuck. Yeah, the boat should fit through that. I'm sure it'll be fine. If it's not, well, oh dear, might have a problem. But then with these floors, I was thinking of putting the third walls, just a couple of third walls in, but then again, it might just be cheaper to just do a whole wall. But I'll see, because if I do a whole wall, and if I snap it onto that, then it'll be in front of the door, which won't be good at all. Let's quickly get this wooden garage door in now. Oh, and it's completely rotated. That is not good at all. Base building at its best. Gotta use all the utilities to your advantage. Right, the only problem with this is because this floor was obviously misrotated, joining onto the other floor. It was this one here. It's definitely these two. I think I might just use these full walls, because these are larger walls, which you obviously make from just the normal wood walls, which is an extra plywood and lumber. It's definitely worth it, because they can shelter a lot more room, which is definitely handy. And because the next level, I do have quite enough room to put a lot of more parts in on top of the base, so just a lot more modular objects like the wire that I was talking about earlier before, and then of course all the other bits and pieces like stairs and everything to the next level, which probably just put a ladder through the floor, because at the moment I'm not sure if I will actually build the second floor yet, but I most likely will. Probably just be a small entrance, like just these 3, maybe 4 floors up to the top. Because right here I'm probably going to put sandbags on top of these walls, because they'll be sticking through the roof, which I can just place sandbags over the top. Extra protection. Twice the materials. I'm going to have the stairs on this side, just the left hand side of this area, so I don't have enough room for the boat to go through, because that door's obviously going to be in the way of the stairs. Let's rotate this around. Oh dear, I just snapped it onto that. That is not good at all. Just quickly lower this, and then I should be good to lock up everything. Actually, I have to put down the stairs first, so I can actually walk down. There's no point. There's going to be a gap there. That's not good at all. See if I can just lock it on. To the floor below it. Is that locked on? Yeah, I think that's locked onto the garage door. Oh no, that should be locked onto this floor here. I don't know why it's showing a gap there. I can just move this back and take a look on this side. Yeah, it looks fine. That's perfect. Gonna have to lower this a lot. Hopefully it doesn't look too weird outside, otherwise I have to put like a floor underneath, so... Oh, good thing you can't dive in on it. Because that would be bad. People would be able to get in the space, so I have to make the floors deeper.